Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Okay. Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. If you are new, if you're not new, welcome back to my channel. My name is Marina and hi. I am currently in Preston, as some of you guys know. And this week I'm going to be in Preston kind of all day, every day. Usually I go to Manchester for school and everything, but there are currently railroad strikes happening right now, so I can't access a train. So that's lovely. On Wednesday and Friday there are like strikes happening, and those are the days that I have class. And the class I have on Thursday is only like an hour, so I probably won't be there for long. Maybe I will, I don't know. But I decided to make a video of just like my week here because I don't really know what to do. I'm kind of just feeling a little bit isolated, like more than usual. Not in a way that like is making me sad. Like last week I had really bad problems with my mental health that was very concerning. That's not really what I'm feeling right now. I'm just bored. I don't know. I just decided to pull out a camera because I kind of enjoy vlogging and I want to do stuff that I like in order to keep me feeling sane. I've been trying to make it a goal every day since I've been here to leave my room. One, because why waste a day when you're in another country? And two, my room is tiny and I'm starting to feel a little claustrophobic. So anytime I'm out of the room kind of helps me mentally. And I'm just gonna record that, my day to day. It might not be that interesting because I kind of do the same thing every single day. I did not plan this video. I kind of just woke up and decided to film. Technically, it's not even like a full week. It's Tuesday right now. You get 4 days of the week in my life. I have a class today. It's online and it's not until like 2 o'clock. Hi, this is Editing Marina here. I, in fact, did not have a class this day. The class I was thinking of was the class from the day before that I ended up missing because I thought I had it on Tuesday. I'm like a few weeks into the semester and yet I'm still figuring out the days when my classes are. Like it's the next few clips of the day when I'm mentioning class, just totally disregard it. I am a clown. That's all. Okay, back to the video. It's currently 10 o'clock in the morning and I'm kind of just gonna go out. I'm gonna like walk around. I'm gonna attempt to go to this park. Every time I go on the train and I get close to Preston, I see like this park area with a river and a bridge. And I kind of want to go to that. Like I've been wanting to go to that for like the past week, but I'm so terrified of leaving the same 2 roads that I walk around every single day. That's also a thing I want to do. I want to like navigate around Preston by myself. I haven't really done that. Last time I got like farther than like the usual streets I walked down was in, I think, my last video when I like went to bookstores. I didn't film that, but I accidentally like wandered off too far and I got kind of scared. But the park isn't that far. Like it's literally like kind of next to the train station. I just don't know what direction I'm going to be going or anything. So I think I'm going to start off my day trying to get to this park. So yeah, I kind of have a mission today. And then when I have class, I might honestly just sit in a cafe and have class. Like I really don't want to be in my room today. Like I'm starting to like feel a certain way being in here for too long. I honestly don't feel like getting changed. I don't feel like putting on a cute outfit. This is probably what I'm going to wear outside. I go to the park, I'm going to read, and it's going to be a great time, I hope. I didn't see any like bad weather reports on the weather app. I think it's not going to rain today. I hope it's not going to rain today because usually the weather app can be wrong and that really sucks. Yesterday was really good weather for it. I probably should have done it yesterday, but I was too scared. But today I'm facing that fear. Okay, I'm about to get ready to go. I'll see you guys when I'm on my I'm currently in the mall area because there's a place here called Greg's and I want a sausage that they have here. They have like vegan sausages that are really, really good. My friend put me onto them, and I didn't eat breakfast. I totally forgot to do that, so I'm gonna do that right now. I can't find any vegan meat substitutes, and for those of you guys that don't know, I'm a full-on pescatarian. I only eat seafood. So if you're from the UK and you're watching this, hook me up, because I went grocery shopping a few days ago. I went to like 3 different stores and I couldn't find anything. I know for sure that you guys have brands here. Like, there's no way you guys don't have meat substitutes. I'm just blind, I guess. I don't know. I also took the mall because it's a great shortcut to the street that I need to get on. I'm hoping if I just go straight, I know where I'm going. But I don't know. It's also pretty cloudy. So I'm hoping that the weather reports did not lie to me. Granted, I'm wearing a hood, so I'm okay. But still, I did not want it to rain today. Well, I think we can all agree that that was an epic fail. I'm back in my tiny room. Funny thing is, literally as soon as I was like a few feet away from my accommodations, it stopped raining and it's like sunny outside. And I just don't have it in me to go back out. Like, I was waiting in the cafe for it to stop raining. I was reading kind of for the most part, but not really, because the cafe was really busy. There weren't many seats available, so there was this girl sitting next to me. She wasn't doing anything wrong. She was just like minding her business, typing on her laptop, talking on the phone. But because she was sitting right next to me, I just couldn't focus on my book. So I just ended up leaving and just decided to go home. But literally as soon as I got home, the rain stopped, clouds nowhere in the sky, and it's sunny outside. I was literally on my way to the park, and then I felt one raindrop on my head, and I instantly turned around to like the nearest cafe, and I just sat and waited. But I'll try tomorrow. The only reason why I'm not gonna try today is because it's currently 12 o'clock. Like I said before, my class is at 2, so I don't think there's any point of like going down to the park for like maybe an hour when it's like on and off rain, because who knows if it's gonna rain again. Like, the weather app is not fact. It's just like a hypothesis of sorts. And then having to go back to the cafe just so I can get Wi-Fi in order to log into class. Like, there's just no point. So I think I'm gonna make an attempt tomorrow, because I do have a class tomorrow, but it's at 9 a.m. and it ends at 12. So after 12, I'll have like the whole day to just do whatever. That is if it's not raining outside. At least I made an attempt, you know? There's also like this thing when you go out the house, like, I don't know if this is for everyone, probably. For me, like, it's kind of impossible for me to leave the house and not spend money. And that's kind of bad. I'm working on budgeting right now. I was pretty good at budgeting for stuff that I needed to budget for when I was back at home, but that was also when I was working. And over here, I'm not working at all, so I'm basically just using whatever is left of my savings that I have not spent on this trip already, and then like whatever my parents send me. And having to travel back and forth from Manchester to Preston, so like that's train tickets, but then also like sometimes a bus fee if I'm not taking like the free bus that I get on campus, and then like sometimes like if I want to just go out to eat and like all this stuff, like I actually have to like budget. But if I want to leave the house every day, which is the goal, I do end up spending money, whether it be like on coffee or vegan sausage or something, and I'm trying to work on that. But I do think the only way I can't spend money is if I don't leave my accommodations, and that's not really ideal. Because here's the thing, right? Like, I don't buy like a lot. Like, it wasn't until like maybe a few days ago that I made like an actual big purchase, and it was to buy a VPN. And a VPN was very necessary. Like, I couldn't access HBO Max, which really sucked because The Last of Us came out. I've been waiting for that show for 2 years, and of course, as soon as I move to a country that doesn't have HBO Max, it comes out. That's the biggest purchase I made, and it needed to be done. Like, I don't spend money like all the time, but like the small purchases I make every day, whether it be like on a snack or a train or coffee or whatever, they stack up, and I need to like make sure I'm better at that. I honestly wish I could work here because I don't have a job, but my visa won't allow me to make money while I'm here. So I'm kind of just free balling it right now. And I don't know how that's gonna work out when it comes to like actually traveling and budgeting, but I'll figure that out later on. Like, what can I do that doesn't involve spending money when I'm outside? Because I live in like the city part of Preston. That makes no sense. Like the busy part of Preston where it's just like a lot of shops and restaurants and all this stuff. And like it makes you feel like you should spend money. Like it makes you feel like if you're not going into one of these shops and getting something, then what are you even doing here? Another thing, I feel like I'm just like ranting now, but something I need to say, my earbuds, I don't know what's wrong with them, but they really suck. I think these are like the AirPod 3rd generation or whatever. I got these like 2 years ago, I want to say, and when I got them they were fine. The left earbud was quieter than the right one, but that's something I'm used to. Even when I had like the wired earbuds, like one side was always quieter than the other, so like it wasn't something I was like upset at. But now it's literally like I can barely hear the left side, but I can hear the right side, and it's so much louder. So I think that's also why I left the cafe, because there's like a lot of music playing in the cafe, and like between that and the girl that was next to me, I couldn't really get into the vibe. She was sitting on my left side, so I could literally hear everything she was doing. Yeah, it's kind of annoying, and I don't feel like getting new headphones. I don't feel like it, and I also don't want to spend money on new headphones when I have like $200 worth of earbuds that just suck. Like it's actually really annoying. Like I'm not one of those people that need it to be like super quiet while I'm reading, hence why I listen to music while I read. But if I hear a lot of background noises all at once, like it's kind of sensory overload for me, and I need it to be a certain way. Oh, I didn't even tell you guys what I'm reading. Okay, so I got this book yesterday. It's a book that I've mentioned on my channel many times that I've been wanting to read, and I finally got it. The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang. I went into a bookstore yesterday looking for another book that's not this one, and I couldn't find that book, but I did find The Poppy War, and I've been meaning to get this for so long, but I just didn't get around to it. The reason why I got it this time was because of the cover. I love these covers. I've been wanting to get the book with this cover for so long, but they don't sell this cover in the US, especially not in paperback. So I was just like, this is my one chance. I made it to chapter 2. I really didn't get far at all because I was reading this yesterday and I got halfway into chapter 1, and then I read the other half of chapter 1 in the cafe before I was just like, I can't. Like it took me like 20 minutes to get like 3 pages ahead of the book because I just couldn't focus. I think I'm gonna spend the rest of my time reading and then I'll log into class and take notes like the scholar that I am. The thing is with Manchester, like it really gets dark pretty early because daylight savings time and everything, but like it gets super dark at around 4:30, and so I can't really walk the streets. Well, I can, but I prefer not to walk the streets during the afternoon because it gets like really dark outside. So by the time class is over, like I probably won't be going out anytime soon. So yeah, this vlog is off to a great start. It's so interesting, I know. But yeah, that's probably how the rest of my day is gonna go. Let's hope I have a better time tomorrow. Hello, happy hump day everybody. The time is like 8:30 or something. So if you recall what I said yesterday, strikes are happening right now. So I have a class today that's usually in person, but the teacher made the sessions Wednesday and Friday online. I thought that when she said that she was gonna move them online, that she's gonna like do a live session of the lecture or whatever, but no, she didn't. She just like posted a recording of today's lecture and we can basically watch it whenever we want. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna watch it whenever I want. Because honestly, you don't need to wake up at 9 a.m. for a lecture. Like, I've never understood morning lectures. I looked at the weather reports and it did say that at 12 it will rain. So I'm thinking about going to the park because we're gonna keep on doing this until I actually like go somewhere, you know? I'm thinking about going to the park at around like 1. Tomorrow I actually have like an in-person class and the strikes are not happening, so I can go to that class. Yeah, for right now we're gonna basically do what we did yesterday, except the right way and where everything goes right instead of wrong. My goal is to also get farther than chapter 2 in the Poppy War. Like, I barely made a dent in it and I started it like 2 days ago and I really like it so far. Like, it's really, really good. I really do actually want to focus on reading, and then later if I feel like it I'll watch the lecture. But honestly, the class that I have today is celebrity journalism. Those lectures are more fun than anything. Like, I don't feel like I need to take notes because most of the stuff that we learn is like basic stuff having to do with like the media and paparazzi and stuff like that. Stuff that like I already knew about. So I never really take notes, but the lectures are sometimes interesting. The teacher is fun, so I might watch it, I might not, I don't know. I was really craving a cupcake last night. I don't know if I'll fix that craving today. I might, who knows. It's currently like really early and I don't feel like doing anything right now. So I might just like watch Netflix or something because I'm not going outside until after the rain. Like, I'm not gonna put myself through what I did yesterday. Absolutely not. When I go, I'll let you guys know.
A few moments later.
Okay, so it is currently like 2 o'clock. I have been waiting for it to stop raining for like 3 hours. I've come to the conclusion that it's not gonna stop raining anytime soon. Like, every time an hour passes, like it just gets harder, or like it stops for like 30 minutes and then like it starts drizzling and then pouring, and yeah, it's just gonna be a rainy day, but I'm still gonna go out. I'm just not gonna go to a park. We'll do that another time. But today I am going to try to attempt to go walk around. I'm specifically still craving cupcakes, so I might find a bakery. I know that there's like a bakery called Pound Bakery or whatever, where you can get like pastries and desserts for only £1. I'll find it. I've seen it before. I've walked past it. I just don't remember where it is, but we'll go do that. And then there is this one thing that I have to do today that I completely forgot about. One of my most anticipated books came out yesterday and I completely forgot. Like, that didn't even cross my mind yesterday, and I'm gonna go get it from Waterstones. If you guys don't know, I mentioned in I think 23 books I want to read in 2023, that video, I mentioned that I am very excited for Lauren Asher's final book in the Dreamland of Billionaire series called Final Offer, and that came out yesterday. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Granted, I am currently reading The Poppy War and I'm not gonna stop reading it for the final offer, but just to like get it out of the, because I know I'm gonna get the final offer anyway, so I might as well do it today. Like, that's my excuse to go out, so I can get a book and get a pastry and then come back home. I haven't been doing anything while waiting for the rain to stop. I've just kind of been watching Scandal, doing laundry, well no, folding laundry technically. I did the laundry a few days ago, but I've been too lazy to actually like fold it and hang it up, so I did that today. Yay for productivity. And then I did some school stuff, but now I really need to get out of here. Like, I feel myself slowly going a little bit cuckoo. So yeah, that's the plan. Let's hope I don't get rained on. I'm hoping, because like Waterstones is not far. It's literally like down the street, as most things are around here. In the Pound Bakery, now that I'm not sure. I think it's on the same street as Waterstones, but I don't know. But I'm really desperate for literally like any form of a cupcake. I don't know why, but I am. By the time I get back home, I don't know. Like I said, I'll probably just do what I was doing before. Okay, let's go. Apparently they sold out out of it, which is not very surprising because it's a very popular series. So I'm gonna go to the next bookstore that might have it, because like I said, there are like bookstores around every corner here. So I swear if none of them have it, I'm going to lose my mind. I like going in there because it reminds me of my old job. I used to work at Barnes and Noble, and for those of you guys that don't know, Barnes and Noble and Waterstones are like a part of the same business or whatever, like the same like company head runs them. So like the same setup as Barnes and Noble's is in Waterstones, and I just love going in there so much. Yeah, I'm gonna go to this bookstore. Wish me luck. I hope they have it. Okay, so I didn't get the book at the second bookstore, and it's too cold to walk around, so I'm going home. And I got my muffins / cupcakes. I'll show you them when I get them. It's not raining. Well, it was like a second ago, but it's more just like a sprinkle. But I feel like it's gonna get worse, so like I'm on my way home right now. See you guys when I get back inside. Okay, I'm back in my room, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm so happy to be in here. I instantly turned on my heater, and I'm just hoping it doesn't take forever for my room to get warm. It is so cold outside, but then I feel like a weirdo when I say it's cold outside, because then I see people in like crop tops and shorts and skirts, and I'm just like, is it just me, or is it no one else like freezing their ass off? I went outside, so I mean, that's the goal. Was I successful? No, but I went to Waterstones first, and they sold out of it, which, like I said, I wasn't really surprised by because it's a book talk series. And so, like, I knew that the book was probably not gonna be there, or if it was there, they probably only had like 1 or 2 left. I went to another bookstore, the bookstore that I got the Popular from, because I saw like a lot of like mainstream, like popular books in there when I went in there the other day. So I was just gonna assume, I was gonna be hopeful, optimistic that they would have it. But then when I asked them if they did, they're just like, that author, Lauren Asher, doesn't even come up in our system. I could have gone to every bookstore in the area, but like I said, it's freezing and I'm not gonna do that to myself. So I'm just gonna take this as a sign from the universe telling me to just like not spend money. While I was out, my mom called me and she was telling me that Beyonce made a tour announcement, which I knew was going to happen because everyone yesterday on Twitter was losing their mind saying that there's a chance that Beyonce could be announcing her tour sometime this week or even tomorrow. So I'm not really surprised by the news. I'm just kind of like, what do I have to, I can't do anything about this. Kind of in like a bittersweet state of mind where I'm just like, I'm happy that she's actually acknowledging that Renaissance exists. Like, that's great. But on the other hand, I can't go to that tour. Like, whenever she drops the tickets, I know I'm going to be broke. I know that she's going to be selling them for like $1 bajillion. Like, no matter how much money I save up, I'm not going to be prepared for the tour. So I'm kind of like, well, that's great. I went to the Pound Bakery. It was very crowded in there. I don't know if it was just crowded or if it was like small, because the place is pretty small. It looks bigger on the outside, but it was a pretty small bakery. They didn't have cupcakes. They had cakes, but their cakes weren't really like cakes. I don't know how to explain it. I did end up getting what I wanted, which was like a muffin. Technically I wanted a cupcake, but a muffin can be a cupcake depending on how you look at it. So I'm gonna take this as a win because I need a win right now. I got 2 because I've been really craving something sweet the past few days. Like, there are many dessert spots around here actually, but now I'm just craving cupcakes, and all of the nearest like cupcake spots around here are like 30-40 minutes away by foot, and I don't feel like dealing with that. So I'm fine with a muffin. I will take a muffin as a win for me. But yeah, as of right now, I'm just gonna chill. I'm gonna chill in my warm room and just read, watch Scandal. This is my first time watching Scandal, by the way. I know, shocking. I have been meaning to watch it for years. I think I started it actually a few years ago, but I was kind of like thrown off by how fast paced it was, and I couldn't keep up with like half the plot points for each episode. But now I think I need something fast paced in order to keep my attention, so Yeah, I'm on episode, I think, 5 or 6 of season 1. I've been watching this since this morning, and it helps because the first season is only like 8 episodes long, I think. So I might finish that today. I've been binging a lot of shows back to back the past few weeks, simply because, like, again, I need something to keep my attention, and some of these shows just don't. And I think Scandal might be able to do that for some time. At first, I was worried though, because I remember it being on Netflix for the longest time, but then, of course, when I look it up, it's not on there anymore. So I was like hyperventilating. I was like, okay, so where do I watch Scandal? It's on Hulu, in case anyone was wondering. Hulu saved the day. Speaking of Netflix, I know that they're doing this like new thing where in order for you to actually like get into your account, you need to log into the Wi-Fi network in your home. And if you can't do that, then you're going to be blocked out of your account. I knew that that was coming because they've been saying that that's gonna happen for at least like a year now, but the fact that it's actually like getting made into a thing that's existing kind of sucks for me because I'm not home. I'm like thousands of miles away from home. I don't mind not having Netflix, but it would be nice to have Netflix. Actually, I was just thinking of all of the Netflix originals that I'm gonna need to watch that are coming out this year. Maybe I do need Netflix. Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen. They said that like every 31 days you have to log into the account on your home Wi-Fi, and I'm not home, and I'm not making my own Netflix account because Netflix is unreasonably expensive for all of the BS that they're putting their customers through. Absolutely not. Netflix, if you're watching this, please don't ruin your streaming service more than you already are, because you're already canceling everything. That's not helping you out. How about you just work with us here, you know? I'm gonna heat one of these muffins up, maybe both of them. I don't know, they're kind of tiny. I'm going to heat these up. I'm going to probably watch Scandal for the rest of the day and read. I haven't read it all today. I know, terrible me. I'm gonna take this as a sign from the universe, the fact that I didn't get the final offer today, meaning that I should read the books that I already have. Because I did bring books with me, granted I'm like halfway through them right now, but I just bought a book this week and I should read that before I get a new one, right? I don't know if I'm gonna update anymore after this. If I do, you'll see it, but probably not, because like I said, it's too cold to be outside. I'm gonna be inside for the rest of the night. Tomorrow might be more interesting simply because I'm gonna be on campus and you'll actually see me doing stuff. I think I'm still trying to get used to filming outside. It's really bad for me. I'd hate it, especially when it's freezing outside and my hands are cold. The stage fright part still exists. Like, I get anxious whenever people look at me filming myself down the street as I walk, but it's better because like if you have your earbuds in, I think people assume that you're just on the phone with someone. I was on the phone with my mom in the bookstore and I had my earbuds in, and then I went back to recording, but I forgot to take my earbuds out and I was just like recording myself unless people were staring at me. So I think I'm gonna use that method. But yeah, tomorrow might be better because tomorrow I actually have class, a class that I honestly don't feel like going to because it's one of my least interesting classes, but I will do anything to get out of the house. So we're gonna go to that. I'll see you guys later.
You know me. And the thought that I could ever.
If you didn't kill her, we both know who did. Tell me I'm wrong.
Good morning, everyone. It is currently Thursday. I'm going to class today. Getting out of the house officially. The class is at 12. It is 10, no. It's like 9 a.m. right now. I did everything I did yesterday. I journal every single morning, right when I wake up. If I journal the day of, like at nighttime, I'm too tired to do it. So whatever I remember from the day before, I put in my journal the morning after. Does that make sense? But I never really usually eat breakfast on school days. Like, I'm just not hungry before school. I might get a coffee because I can't function without it. I start packing up my backpack. I'm only bringing like my laptop and the poppy wars. I might bring my chargers. I honestly don't think I'll need them. The class that I'm going to is only an hour, so I'm only gonna be there until like 1, maybe 1:30-ish if the teacher wants to drag it out longer. I'm gonna text my friend and ask if she wants to hang out because she lives in that area, and I obviously do not. So the only time I'm probably gonna see her before next week is today, and I want to have human interaction with someone. I have yet to make friends in Preston, like official friends, like hang out, go do stuff friends. Last week I went out with this friend to go to the movies and go out to eat, and it was like so great. I haven't had that experience with someone in a while. I'm gonna see if she wants to do anything today. If she doesn't, that's totally fine, but I'm gonna find some reason to just like go out and walk around Salford, because I think Salford's like a really pretty town, depending on the weather. Speaking of which, I don't know what the weather's gonna be like. I haven't checked the weather app yet. I'm kind of just going in blind. And I'm hoping that doesn't screw me over in the end. I'm hoping that doesn't rain. And if it does rain, I hope it doesn't rain all day like it did yesterday. Like that really made me irritated. I don't leave for the train station for like maybe another like 20 or 30 minutes. I'll start putting my stuff together and everything, and I'm gonna head out. Okay, so this is my outfit of the day. The shirt you guys saw in the previous clip, and then the trench coat because it's gonna be very windy. I did look at the weather app. It's gonna be very, very windy today. And then black jeans, combat boots, and then my backpack. I texted my friend about hanging out. She said that she might be busy with class all day, but she'll come visit me. And so we'll just see. Like I said, I have no actual plan for how the day is gonna go today. I'm kind of just winging it. I'm thinking I'm gonna spend the rest of the day outside of the house. And yeah, I'm gonna start walking to the train station. Out of class. On Monday is when like the actual lecture is, but this in-person session is just for workshops. It was only an hour, so I was okay. I'm gonna wait for my friend to get out of class, but she says that she's gonna be in there all day because it's a news day. Some journalist students here have like news days where they just act like they're in a newsroom and report on stuff all day long, but I'm willing to wait for her to get a break or something. And after that, I don't know, I might walk around. I have no idea. I have basically a free day. Sorry, I'm seeing this girl walk in shorts. It is freezing outside. Okay, anyway. Yeah, the rest of my day is pretty much free after this class. I'll just explore Manchester some more, because like I said, I haven't been in this part of Salford. So, yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Currently like 4:30, I think. It's been a long day. I'm kind of tired. I got McDonald's for dinner. Before anyone gets on me about complaining about money and then spending money in the same video, calm down. This is the only thing I'll be eating today. I wasn't hungry this morning, and then when I was walking around Manchester, I forgot to eat. So as soon as I got off the train station on the way back home, I saw McDonald's and I got some. This is like the only thing I've really spent money on besides like the train ticket and coffee today. So everyone calm down. Yeah, today was a good day. I didn't get to see my friend. I might see her next week. I don't know. We're planning on going to see Puss in Boots too, because I've been wanting to see that since like I heard that it was coming out. I didn't get to see it before I left, and apparently I did not know this, but movies come out a lot later here than in the US. So although Puss in Boots has been out for like 2 or 3 weeks back in the US, it comes out in theaters tomorrow in the UK, which I was not aware of, but that's kind of annoying. It comes out tomorrow, but the thing is, there's railroad strikes tomorrow on Friday, so I won't be able to go see it with her, so we're just gonna plan something next week. I'm probably gonna spend the rest of my day eating and watching Scandal. Predictable, I know. For someone who has been making attempts to go out and failing for the past few days, I think I need it today. Today was a really, really good day. It was cold as heck, but it wasn't raining outside, so I take that as a good thing. Remember how I used the mall as like a shortcut to get to places? I saw that there was a bookstore in the mall, and I saw that the final offer was in there, and it was like at a discounted price too. It was only like £6, which I was like, whoa, because in Waterstones, I'm pretty sure they sold it for like 8 or 9. I didn't get it today simply because like I just wanted to like go home. Like my body was hurting and my head kind of hurts, so I wasn't really thinking about doing anything but getting food and laying in bed. But tomorrow, making a note of that to go and get it, because I have yet to see it at a price like that. As for other things I'll do tomorrow, I don't know. I kind of want to attempt to go to the movies by myself tomorrow, but the nearest movie theater around here is like, it's not far, but I'd probably have to take the bus because walking it is like an hour, and I don't want to do that to myself. Also tomorrow, depending on if the weather is good, I do want to go to the park, and I saw it today when I was on the train. And it looks so pretty, but I'm just too tired to go, and it's also dark outside because remember, it gets dark pretty early here. So yeah, I'm not gonna do that today, but tomorrow the possibilities are endless. I'm going to lay down, rest. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, or I guess I should say good afternoon. It's like 12:30. Welcome to the last day of this vlog. So yeah, it's like noon right now. I would have recorded my morning, but I didn't do anything. I mostly spent it editing the footage from this week and reading and catching up on Scandal. Now, I know that this vlog has just been me talking about Scandal, but can I just say, I did not realize how much of a simp Fitz is for Olivia. I was already kind of aware of what the show was about because my mom was obsessed with it, but actually watching it back, like, this man is down bad for Olivia, and it's very entertaining to watch. But now I'm trying to think of what to do exactly. So it's not gonna rain today. I looked outside the window. It hasn't rained at all today so far. The plan is still the park. I'm in a cafe sort of mood, but because it's a Friday, I'm scared that the cafes are gonna be crowded and loud, and I don't feel like dealing with crowded and loud. I don't. I'm not in the mood to go to a bookstore. I'm not deep into the poppy word, but I'm in it enough where like I'm in it. Like I'm actually into it right now, and I'm not really in the mood to go and get another book. And I feel like if I go to a bookstore, I'm definitely gonna like impulse buy something, and I don't really need to do that to myself right now. But yeah, I'm really enjoying the poppy war so far. It's been a minute since I've read fantasy, so I think that's the reason why it's taking me like all week to actually get into it. I understand the world kind of, and the way that the political system works in the book and everything. It's actually really interesting the way that R.F. Kuang writes it. So well done. Like, oh my god, I'm only like 5 or 6 chapters in. I don't feel like changing. It's like one of those days where I just don't really feel like doing anything, but I know that I need to get out of this room. I don't really have the motivation to do anything today, I'm gonna be completely honest. Something in me when I woke up today was just like, just lay in bed for the whole day. And as tempting as that sounds, I know that that's just not the plan. Now, my friend was texting me about doing something with her like at 4. My thing is like, I don't know how I would get there. Same with my classes. Apparently the class that was supposed to be online today because of the road strikes, they met up in person. And by that point, it would have been too late for me to go because I woke up at 9. the time that the class starts. I thought that they were just gonna record it like they did on Wednesday, but they didn't, so I'm very confused. And they haven't posted the lecture or the slides, so I don't know. Am I crazy? Like, I could have sworn that there were road strikes today that were happening. Yeah, I don't know. If if I feel like it, I'll go meet with her, but honestly, around that time it's gonna be dark outside, and I don't know. Like I said, no real plan. Going with the flow today. But I do know that I'm going to a park. Because if I don't end off this video with like actually going to that damn park, then what's the point? That is all. Let's get ready to go. It is 1:30. I would do an outfit check, but I'm literally going in my pajama pants. This is really warm, and I think it's gonna keep me warm against the cold. First things first, park. Last attempt at the park is gonna be today, then cafe, then if I have any plans outside of Preston, I'll let you know, but for some reason I just don't think that that's likely. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Wish me good luck on my final endeavor.
I can't answer your call at the moment because she really
Guys, there's so much construction happening. Like, I thought it was just in my part of town, but I'm walking around and there's like construction everywhere. It's kind of hard to walk places because everything is like blocked off. But I think I'm near the park. I saw the river that I always see when I cross the train, so I think I'm gonna just keep walking until I find greenery. Well, that's hard because it's winter, but I'll find it. Just leave it to me. I'm currently on the river walk right now, and it's really nice. I'm just cold. I'm not that far, I think I'm only like 20 minutes away from where I live, but knowing me, I'm gonna get lost at some point. But like, this is really, really nice. So this is like a little nice break from what I know of Preston. Right now I think I'm on like the borderline of Preston and Chorley. So yeah, I did get out. That was the goal. I don't know if you can see that, but that's my view. And there's the bridge. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, I'm gonna turn back soon. I honestly think I'm in the park area, though this isn't like a real park, it's more of a trail. I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell because I can't whip out GPS because I don't have any Wi-Fi or data, but I think this is the park. I'm assuming. Because when I looked it up on my phone, this was like the general destination of it. Or maybe it's on the other side of that other bridge. I don't know. I'm just, like I said, I'm winging it today. Either way, I think I like this. I think I would prefer it a lot more if it wasn't so cloudy and windy outside. I'm on my way back because in my head, I think I made it to my final destination. I brought the Poppy War to my bag right now, and I think I'm just going to read. Yeah, I'd count this as a success because I made it farther than where I usually go in town. I'd count this as a success for sure. Then when I passed the train station on the way here, it was definitely empty. Like, I don't think I'll be going anywhere outside of Preston today for sure. It was like a ghost town. I've never seen the station that empty since I've been here. Wow. Whew. So I'm looking at this view. It's really, really pretty. Let me show you. Like, do you see the sun in the back and then with all the clouds? It's very, very pretty, but I imagine it's prettier in the summertime. I can just imagine what it'd be like when the weather's better. My goal is to definitely learn the way the bus system works. Climbing up these hills, not all that fun. I didn't realize how steep the hill was going down it, but going back up, it's definitely something. So yeah, I'll definitely learn how to do that. 3, 4, I'm not completely sure, but it is later in the day. Spent a few hours at the cafe reading, had a slice of cake. It was okay. It would have been better if it were warm. It was not warm. It was actually pretty stale. But I also had coffee and that made me feel a lot better. I don't think I'm gonna be doing anything for the rest of the day. I texted my friend about the railroad strike and she was like, oh yeah, I totally forgot that was happening. We're gonna just plan it for the next time we see each other, which is gonna be sometime next week, probably Wednesday. I would try to go to the movies because I know I mentioned that yesterday, but it's cold outside and I walked around a bit all day and I'm kind of tired and I don't really want to go exploring when it's about to get dark outside. So maybe I'll save that for another time because I do like going to the movies by myself. It's something I did a lot when I was in America and I find it kind of calming and therapeutic in a way. Alone time with myself watching a new movie in a theater, I don't know, it's just fun for me. Since I'm like filming, this is a PSA to go listen to Ray's new album because that's what I've been doing all day because it just dropped at midnight. At first I didn't give in to the hype, okay, because Twitter was hyping this Ray person up and I was putting it off for as long as I could, and then I caved in a few weeks ago and I listened to Escapism. One of the best songs I've heard in my life. That's not an exaggeration. It's so good. I recommend everyone go listen to this album. Every single song so far is so good. She kind of gives me the vibe of like Lady Gaga mixed with Doja Cat mixed with Amy Winehouse. She gives me like those three artists mixed into one, and that kind of creates like, I don't know, the final boss of artists. I don't know. Yeah, I also got farther into the Poppy War, really liking it. I've officially passed the 100-page mark. I know it took me a week to do that, no one judge. I knew going into it that it was gonna deal with like a little bit of like dark, heavy topics that could be triggering. And I took those warnings in stride, okay? Because I've heard from friends that have read it that you might want to look up trigger warnings before you read it because some things might not settle well for you. And I listened to them, but I didn't really look them up. And so while I was reading it in the cafe, I was like, I froze up a few times. I almost started crying. So yeah, that's fun. It's kind of throwing me off how long the chapters are. I like my chapters to be like 10 pages max, okay? And that's like even stretching it a little bit. I prefer 5 to 7 pages, but like if it's 10 pages, fine, whatever. But each chapter feels like it's getting longer and longer. You know, it's come to the point in the book where it's so good that I honestly don't care how long each chapter is. So yeah, there's a method to R.F. Kuang's madness because no other author has made me feel that way. I honestly might spend the rest of my day reading it because I'm a little hooked. It's making me realize that I should read a lot more fantasy this year because last year I was on a romance kick, so I read a lot of romance, but starting off the year with the Poppy War might get me back into my fantasy phase because I haven't read much fantasy in a bit, and now I kind of want to get back into it. I guess this is the end of this vlog. If you enjoyed this, thank you. Thanks for sticking around with me while I attempted to have a good time during my lonely week in Preston. Thank you for watching it. If you'd like to follow me on social media, here's my Twitter. I mostly interact on Twitter, but if you'd like to follow me on all the other apps, they will be in the description below. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye everyone.